On April 18, 2019, a woman who had been patiently waiting 8 years for her life-saving kidney finally got the call. Trina Gillespie, a 44-year-old nursing assistant, was one of 75,000 people cleared for surgery and on the waitlist for the necessary organs. But she was the only person to have her organs delivered by a drone. While the drone only flew 3 miles from where it was built at the University of Maryland to the patient at a nearby hospital, it was a vital first step towards the use of drones in the future of medicine. Every second that goes by after an organ is removed from a body is a second wasted. The organ goes through something called cold ischemia, which results in irreversible damage to the tissue. Dr. Joseph Scalia, the leader of the University of Maryland team that invented the organ-delivering drone, recalled a time in which it took an organ 29 hours to reach his hospital, and he felt it was time for a change. Unmanned aerial vehicles that can deliver emergency medical supplies are already in use, but scientists are looking further. Drones could be used as ambulances and even flying robotic surgeons. They could be responsible for saving your life. As global demographics shift and longer lifespans and modern lifestyles change medical and consumer habits, the future of medicine and healthcare is evolving and creating opportunities for investors. Cheddar's exploration into how demographics and social change are impacting healthcare and the future of investing is brought to you by iShares. Drones have already been making waves in some parts of the world. In late 2018, Ghanaian lawmakers approved the deployment of drones for medical supply delivery, and they've partnered with a U.S. firm to do it. Zipline in Ghana signed a 4-year agreement allowing the scheduled delivery of critical medical supplies to remote areas via drone. It's projected to save over 13 million lives, and it's already saved at least one. Recently, a very sick 7-year-old boy in Ghana was admitted to a hospital. He was in need of O-negative blood as soon as possible. The staff would not have been able to help him in time. But with one WhatsApp message, a drone was at the hospital with the necessary supplies in 15 minutes, parachuting down a box with the blood transfusion inside. The medicine comes from a large stockroom nearby with everything from yellow fever vaccines to anti-venom. In the future, Zipline aims to carry out 150 flights a day to over 500 hospitals in Ghana. Today, there are 270 cases of malaria per 1,000 people, despite the fact that malaria is curable, making this deal with Zipline crucial in saving lives. But drones are doing more than just dropping off supplies. They're here to directly save your life as well. In February of 2013, an EF4 tornado tore through Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Emergency service response time was severely delayed, and local doctors took notice. Dr. Italo Sabarao got to work on an unprecedented system. It's called HERO, which stands for Health Integrated Rescue Operations. Each drone carries an AED, as well as medicine and other supplies that can be remotely unlocked. Plans also include an augmented reality interface to connect bystanders with a remote on-call doctor until emergency vehicles and personnel arrive on scene. The team has been developing kits for the past 4 years. The drones could weigh in between 2 and 20 pounds, depending on the service they'd be providing. The heaviest kits could be vital in saving victims of mass casualty incidents. The smaller kits would be more helpful in search and rescue scenarios, or harder to reach areas. Teams have been developing drones like these across the world, but some firms are looking to expand that cargo to people. The design firm Argo Design has created a solution for jam-packed cities where ambulances can take over 10 minutes to reach a patient in need. It's fittingly called a drone ambulance. The concept proposes a car-sized UAV that can be driven by a pilot, GPS, or a combination of both with the ability to land in tight spaces. Something like this could cost $1 million to create, which is more expensive than an ambulance, but still cheaper than a medical helicopter. Another concept that can become a reality? Drones that perform surgery. Imagine having a drone hover down above you and perform emergency surgery. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie. but the reality is that we already mastered the main two components. The Da Vinci robot famously stitched the grape back together, with a surgeon controlling the robot. Have you seen our video on it? The robot is not replacing surgeons, but rather extending their capabilities. This technology, combined with drones, could create a world where emergency surgeries can happen quickly, reducing casualties. Surgical robots are on the rise. By 2020, the surgical robot sales are expected to double to $6.4 billion. Does this sound crazy to you? Well, just take a look back at the past 50 years and see just how far medicine has come. Approximately 2,300 heart transplants are performed each year in the United States. Scientists have developed brain-controlled robotic neuroprosthetics and even restored sight for the blind. Medicine, as we've come to know it, will inevitably change as technologies continue to advance. And with these advancements comes better care, giving more people a better chance at survival. Technology is elevating healthcare in more ways than just UAVs and remote medicine. It is also playing a major role in the fields of immunology and genomics. For example, scientists are utilizing biodegradable nano-sized drones to deliver a special type of healing molecule to fat deposits in arteries as a way to prevent heart attacks. And researchers are working on ways to leverage genetic tests to diagnose viral infections early, before they become epidemics, making treatments more effective and helping health workers curb the spread of deadly diseases. All of these medical advancements are not only providing better care for patients, but can also offer opportunities for investors. iShares provides investors with the opportunity to gain exposure to companies that are leveraging technology to drive innovation and transform the way we live and work. Learn more about how you can use iShares ETFs to invest in the megatrends that are shaping our future. Visit iShares.com/megatrends. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And ring the bell below, that way you're notified whenever we post a new video. Visit www.ishares.com to view a prospectus, which includes investment objectives, risks, fees, expenses, and other information that you should read and consider carefully before investing. Investing involves risk, including possible loss of principal.